Hey YouTube, welcome back to more Jiu-Jitsu of the Mind and Black Belt Secrets. Now today I'm going to talk about education, okay, and knowledge, right? And I have a real cool quote that should help us, right? And the quote goes, education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one, okay? Now what that means to me is that education or knowledge should allow us to discover information that is blind to us, that we didn't know or know existed, okay? And will make us more knowledgeable and we'll learn faster, okay? So Jiu-Jitsu training opens your mind, preparing you to be more receptive to learning at any age. Now, some people say, well, the older you get, the harder it is to teach someone, right? You can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? But remember the law of polarity. The law of polarity has a negative side and a positive side. So the positive side to teaching an old dog new tricks is that we will learn so much faster because we have learned from our mistakes and we know we ain't got much time left. So we learn fast. The younger ones think they got all this time. So they learn slow and make all the mistakes. All right? So you are constantly introduced to new concepts. So when you come to class, there's always something new to learn in Jiu-Jitsu, right? Different philosophy, different techniques, throws, takedowns, hold-ons, locks, finger locks, trappings. I mean, there's so many different concepts, so many different philosophies. And then you got the Jiu-Jitsu of the mind, right? And you are challenged to memorize the Jiu-Jitsu skills, okay? So it keeps your mind sharp, right? Which helps your mind to stay sharp and in a continuous state of learning. Like you always want to be in a continuous state of learning. I know there's a saying is that when you're green, you grow. And when you ripe, you rot. So you never want to ripe, you never want to be in a place where you stop running and I know it all. You always want to be in a constant place where you're always learning. And that's a sign of wisdom. A wise person knows that they don't know everything, and they're always listening for something that can help them improve their quality of living. Okay, right now you gain more knowledge. Right, again, you're gaining knowledge that you didn't have before, and you're open-minded and you're more receptive to it. You're not pushing back, and you're not allowing your opinion to stop you from learning something new, okay? And so you gain more knowledge, especially about yourself. Now, this is so important because, struggle actually makes us strong. A lot of people do not want to struggle because they don't like the feeling. But what you gotta understand is that, when you're like lifting weights or whatever, or you're doing calisthenics, it's a struggle. I remember when I was starting back up to do pull-ups, I was only able to do 2 pull-ups, like 2 good pull-ups. I was like, wow, this thing is hard, okay? So I struggled. It took me probably 5 or 6 months to get to do 10 pull-ups, and hey, it was a struggle, but guess what? My muscles grew. I started to look younger. So in the struggle, I got better. So you learn something about yourself. You learn how tough you really are. You learn that, you know what, man, I should have done this sooner. Oh, boy. So, right, you receive a variety of information, different types of information that broadens your thinking, okay? And that's the most important thing, because the reason why this is so important, because there's one concept that's in our martial art program and across the board, is that you reap what you sow. So, and remember, your thought is a seed. So if the information broadens your thinking, it's now gonna change what you're reaping, which is powerful. Okay, and you acquire the power to see the possibilities of the world. Okay, so remember, guys, the quote is: education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one, not a closed one, an open one that's always open to learning finding out new concepts. And I think it makes life so much more fun because you're always learning something. You know what I mean? It's always something to learn. And we're in the time of information. There's a lot of information, so much information. But the problem now with the information is that now we have the information, but we don't know how to put it together. Okay? So the Success with Kids program is putting it together for you. All right? Anyway, gang, if you learn something from this, right, remember, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. There's a notifications button on there that will notify you when I send out more videos. You can continue on this journey of being a black belt, all right, and having that jiu-jitsu mind, right? It's going to give you a high quality living, all right? And I'll see you on the next Jiu-Jitsu in the Mind and Black